Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. So, all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all some time to tune in. Apologies to those. I was supposed to do this live yesterday, but yeah, had a busy Sunday, just like I had a busy morning today. But nonetheless, know when you don't get sun, I'm gonna be back in full effect. First things first, hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Monday. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekends. If you had birthdays over the weekend, hopefully you enjoyed yourself, kept yourself safe and blessed as always. And be prepared for another year of lessons and blessings. Leah, what's going on, baby? Appreciate everybody that tuned in Saturday for the conversation. Definitely was a great one. Um, Definitely catch the replay. Today I'm going to speak about a few things, but I mostly want to speak about the family structure again. Something that needs to be reiterated. Uh, yeah, my fault. Before I go left, I want to break down why it's so important for the family dynamic and structure to get back to where it once was. Like I said, if you look over the course of time, you know, things have definitely changed on the up and up. Like marriage, prime example, used to have a high rate of marriage in our communities, right? That number is slowly declining and declining even more because in this day and era, nobody seems to want to stay committed. Nobody wants to, say, you know what, bigger picture is just us, maintaining. I've always felt once you decide to put a ring on somebody's finger and you decide to create with them and build with them, um, on both levels, should none of y'all be selfish to the point of breaking up what you call the strong family structure. Now, again, in certain situations, I can see you having to do so if you find out some ill things about your quote unquote life partner or whatever. But in other instances, no. It's time for some of y'all men and women to stop being selfish and think about the bigger picture, your family. Fellas, prime example. There's some of y'all who messed yourselves up, got you a good woman. Shanita, baby, you got you a good woman. And I mean, down to earth, good woman. And some of y'all messed yourselves up because temptation. And I would say the same thing about some of you women. Some of you women have messed yourselves up out of good situations because of temptation. Now, again, I said this before and I'm going to say this again. If you know you are not really ready to be committed to anybody or any one person, then you shouldn't be jumping into a marriage. Because to be honest with you, marriage is not so much as a great responsibility. No. Once you decide you're going to be together forever with somebody, that's what it needs to be. That means if at any time y'all do feel some form of tension or if there's things that you feel could mess up the dynamics of the relationship or the marriage, I need to sit down and have a conversation before it does get to that point. So a few things I'm a cool gamer. What's going on? So a few things I'm gonna top in on today, man. But again, I would say for both you men and women out there, fortunate enough to be married to somebody who's doing what's necessary, don't mess up the balance. I kind of remember what show I was watching, but one of the women, and I respect our melanated sisters, especially the ones that actually use their brains. This girl said no wrong, but even by her own counterparts and her own sisters, apparently said something wrong. Now, they always talk about how divorce affects women, right? They never tell you how divorce affects men. To be quite honest, from what I've seen, divorce affects a man, if not worse, than it would a woman to a degree. Because again, this man has built something, this man has everything that they want and need within a parameter, but it's being snatched from him. Didi baby. Again, the dynamic of the strong household and strong marriage is fading. Some of it is fading due to, like I said, certain things that we see nowadays. Uh, I'll be honest with you though, when it's all said and done, it's not a good look because who ends up suffering more than anybody? Yes, fathers are going to suffer just like the mothers would suffer, but guess who suffers more? The kids, if there's kids involved, because again, their family is being ripped apart too. Like you can't just think about self. You got to think about the kids that you got around you. Their world that they know is being changed you know, within seconds or even months, just because of simple back and forths, or just because they can't get together no more. Didi baby. Now again, you got to know what your plan is before you even decide to put a ring on somebody's finger. Now again, and it's the same thing with some of you women. You got to know what you're getting into before you accept that marriage proposal. See, the reason why marriage was so high even in the 70s, especially when it came to melanated folks, is because again, we had that structure of once we're together, we're not, I don't care what we go through. We gonna ride this sucker out until we both close our eyes, and that was a strong point of it. You know, Men wasn't giving up on their families, just like the women wasn't giving up on their families at all. But in this day and era, it seems like some of the men and women are giving up before anything. And again, you got to remember who's going to solely benefit from this and who's going to lose from this. Be honest, nobody gains anything from a divorce. Kids don't gain nothing. And unless you got a common balance with your significant other before that time, nobody wins. Nobody wins at all. Gotta think about it. These kids are having their households turned upside down. What they were used to, they started not to get used to it now. Harry, what's going on, my guy? And I think that's the common problem we have now. We don't see who suffers more than anything. It be them children because they expecting their parents to be together forever. They not expecting their parents to just lose interest in each other, or even to the point again of leaving each other. It hit different when the father is not in the household. It's sad though because again, the family household is being ripped to shreds. Some are being distracted by nonsense, which would make a situation like that happen. Like prime example again, some of you men, you only focusing on the level of, well, despite that I'm married, I still want to do me. I want to have my cake and eat it too. You got to pick your poison. My thing is, you want to be young, wild, and free. Cool. But don't be in any form of a serious relationship or committed marriage and then decide you want to go sow your own oats. No, it's not gonna work. Your royal oats was supposed to be within that one person. But if you want to be out here being crazy, don't be in a relationship. The royal oats, as they say, nah, you can't get that to everybody. What you need to do is focus on what makes you happy and focus what's going to bring you clarity. Now, again, you decide to put a ring on this woman's finger, that you need to be mentally prepared and mentally sharp and strong. Because again, your marriage will go through some heartaches, some headaches, a little bit of turmoil, like most relationships would too. You're gonna have your ups and downs. You're gonna have your in between moments. I've always said your in between moments are the moments where you're supposed to sit down and literally have a discussion with each other about, what the plans are, or where do we go from here. I've always also felt too that in order for you to be in a successful marriage or any form of successful relationship, you have to have strong communication again with the significant other. And this is what I'm saying. Marriage is not a game, if you want to be technical. They've turned it into a financial gain and an institute and a financial contract. But again, that was never the case. Marriage was strictly, look, I found my significant other. We done been through thick and thin. We done went through our counseling. We done been through everything that we should go through. This is somebody I'm willing to risk and do whatever for. So again, I'm making a clear decision to stay where I need to stay, right? Shouldn't be no last minute, oh, you know what? Maybe I should try to. No, you know what you got married for. You got married for the sole purpose because you thought everything was supposed to be the way it was. I got me a wife, got me some kids, got me a house, apartment, whatever. It doesn't matter. Got a roof over your head regardless. You know, you want to be able to say, I picked this partner for life. And this partner is going to, you know, be everything I need until it's time for me to close my eyes for good. But again, know what you're getting married for. Before you say, why did I get married? You should be asking, why am I getting married? Am I ready to be married? And that's both ends. I think what it is to a degree is, like I said, some people they don't have the mindset to say, you know what, this is a lifetime commitment. There is no going back. In certain situations, some people adapt in the religious faith that they don't believe in divorce. I can say honestly, even without religion being a factor into this thing, a lot of people really just don't believe in divorce. If I'm putting the ring on you, that's it. Like right now, if you look at what I was saying the last time, the numbers are high. 70% of the women are the ones that are pushing for divorce before the men are. In certain situations, I applaud those women for doing what they're doing because if you found out that this person is a creep, you find out they on some other shit, or they could be a danger to you and your children, then you're doing the right thing. I can't knock y'all on that. But everything else behind that, no. A lot of y'all divorcing because, again, if it's not temptation, it's just lack of communication. Serious, baby. You already know if y'all just tuned in at the like button. But this is why I said effective communication, effective listening. It goes a long way. You have to remember that, again, if your partner is telling you something, you need to listen to it, or you need to take heed to it before it becomes a real problem. And again, right now, as we see, marriage has just become a financial institution. Nobody's caring about nothing. Why? Because, oh, if I get married and then I get divorced, I get half of whatever. Hmm. Shouldn't be that way. My bad. I'm trying to avoid everything right now. I thought we were about to have another traffic incident out here while I'm sitting here at this window. But yeah, you know, you go back to even back further than that, stories you read. When people got married, it wasn't solely about the financials. It wasn't about, oh, splitting up the dynamics and getting half of what that person built or what half that person. No, it wasn't about that. Everybody was solely getting married, at least because they figured they had found a significant other and a true love, and they wasn't allowing or willing to lose that. Where it become a financial institution now is the minute you and that person divorce, now you think you deserve half. But I can be honest with you, um, if you both was in the same position when you got with each other, you both was in the same position even after y'all done married each other. If something does happen to where it's leading to divorce, again, it shouldn't be about financials. Because if there's kids involved, that's the only financials you should worry about. Well, what we looking for is for what we looking at as far as what the kids need, what the kids want, mostly what they need. You know, see, even then, when there was divorce, which was rare, it wasn't about the financials. It wasn't about, oh, I got to take half of his money, or I got to take half of what she got. Nah, everybody was established where they were supposed to be at. Breeze, what's going on, my guy? Where it became a financial institution was, again, let's see what we can extract out of this person if they do decide to divorce. I hear you, bro. Shoot, I'm enjoying my night off tonight. Don't work like 8 straight nights, 9 straight nights. So shoot, time for me to enjoy this night off. Gotta think about it. There are men out there who work hard and they play hard. And you got men who are solely seeking what they are looking for. Some men are seeking not just mental stability from a woman. Some men just want to make sure if I put children into these women or into that woman, that that woman is still going to be on the up and up. We going to be able to create and keep building this foundation. It's not like that no more. Because again, it's solely about, okay, what this person made. What can I get out of this? What you should be worried about again is what's going on when it comes to the family dynamic. Because again, those kids are going to be hit rock hard. Just think about kids who are used to having parents in the same household, and now they see either the father is not there as much or the mother is not there as much. Trust me, it takes effect. And again, I would say for those who are going for divorce, I would say this: it doesn't matter who's pushing for the divorce, right? The one thing you should remember is never try to discredit or tarnish anything that that person has done. Like I've seen men get disrespected to a point where other people had to really come in and step up and defend. Like, nah, you're not gonna keep doing that. You know darn well this person do right by it. You know, and you need that sometimes because you could be fighting a long, hard battle. Ladies, if that man has been good to you even up until that point, and if y'all happen to go your separate ways just because of whatever, and again, if it's nothing of his doing, don't discredit him and don't tarnish him. Don't say and say that he a trash baby father, he a trash father at all. If that man is doing everything, even missing out on opportunities to make sure that they are bonding and doing whatever with their children. If that person is gonna take the day off work just to do everything necessary in case their kid is having some form of a health issue or scared, don't sit there and discredit them because that's wrong. Gabe, what's going on? Again, marriage is a serious step and a commitment in your life. It signifies that you are ready to take the next step and build and grow with somebody and create long lasting memories. Create a family tree. You know, put everything around you that's giving you happiness and joy. The minute you stray away from that, that's when everything becomes a problem. But again, before you end up asking that question of why did I get married, before you even get to that stage, you should be asking, am I ready to be married? Do I think I'm ready to take on this huge, task? Forget a responsibility. Am I ready to sit here through this whole task? Am I ready and willing to give a portion or even all of my life to somebody for life? That's a question you should be asking yourself. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Some people are gonna get married once they really feel there's a connection there and everything is on the up and up. Some people will still take their time before they jump the broom. But again, think about what you're being in the long haul for. Are you ready to wake up countless nights if you do have a children? If you do have children, or if you're planning on having multiple children with that person, are you going to be willing to be up certain hours of the night, making sure everything is good? Are y'all going to be able to keep the communication open even when you're having your worst moments? You know, are you going to be able to say, despite whatever heated arguments, we gonna still be able to come to a clear understanding on everything and just move solidly? Because again, we got to focus on the major picture. Again, some of y'all only getting married or have only gotten married because you just didn't want to be alone. But in the same token, you didn't take the time and the necessary step to say, well, let me reevaluate anything before I decide to get married. Or if I've already been married once and I'm decided this time around might be the best time, uh, again, let me make sure I'm in the right state before anything. See, they turned marriage into a game as well too. I'm pick and choose who I'm gonna marry, or I'm a marry whoever I feel I can marry. If this don't work, I'm gonna get married again. If this don't work, I'm gonna get married again. And shout out to the plug real quick for bringing this inspiration today. But again, what do you see yourself doing in your marriage? Fellas, you should be able to say, if I'm going to do this, am I having to give doties? Wait a minute. Am I? Give me a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Give me a one in the chat. Oh, Lord. All right, I'm good. I'm good. What you might have heard was them damn bikes again. Yeah, they starting to get on my nerve just a little bit. Just a little bit. My avatar always disappear on me. People know who I am. But I'll be honest with you. Um, Nonetheless, y'all should know exactly what you're in the long haul for. Y'all have to sit down and really reason and have a discussion. Again, fellas, let your women know exactly what it is that you need and that you require. No need to keep keeping things under wraps, basically, because in the long run, you still lose out. Fellas, you have to keep that communication line open. And again, remember, it's about a respect level. Because I can have all the love for you, but I could barely have any respect for you if you're not gonna be reasonable and do the right thing. I've seen people lose out because, again, the people that they love did the wrong in the worst way, and they couldn't respect it. You're better off having even the most uncomfortable conversations if it's going to get somewhere for y'all to be where y'all need to be at and stay on top of the ship, basically. There's no way. So am I supposed to go completely brain dead when I know for a fact I got somebody that's really riding with me? Come on, man. Lady Shay, baby. I'm sorry, in certain notions, y'all got to stop continuing with the brain farts. Sorry, that's essentially what it is. It's brain farts because some of y'all really are at an impasse, like you don't know what the next step is. Your next step is, even if you got the prize, keep the prize in your possession. Try to build a trophy case around it. Nah, because that's not just a trophy. But do you want to give it some solid foundation, a solid shield? And again, that communication, trust, understanding, and loyalty will be that shield and barrier for you. James, what's going on, my guy? Loyalty is important because, again, I expect you to keep everything all the way solid and cylinder with me, right? I expect you to be loyal even in the face of whatever, right? Having my back and doing what's necessary, and vice versa. Trust shit. Trust is supposed to be solid in all foundations. And the reason why I say that is because, again, how can I trust you enough when you're not showing me that you're trustworthy? You can't always trust somebody that you might be building a family with. It's going to be that person you are solidly supposed to build with. That's why I said again, before you think to go in any direction, you need to make sure that this is the right direction you want to be in the first place, and making sure that person is going to be solid for you all around the board. Some of y'all claim y'all want those long love stories like you always hear, 40, 50, 60, 70 years of marriage. Things along those lines, which would be fairy tale to me, is doable. You just got to know who you with. I've seen some people who've been together since high school and have never, ever, ever left each other's side through thick and thin. You don't know why? Because communication was a must. And again, half of those people did not believe in divorce. If I picked you to go this far with you, why would I want to just throw it all away anyway? Give me 1 second since you said the avatar disappeared. Give me 1 second. Yeah, let me put Cybernatrix back on real quick. Which one of y'all called him stink face? I don't know which one of y'all said he had a stink look. Can't remember real quick, but yeah. Appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Working harder than this damn sandstorm, baby. But I'll be honest with you though. Again, half of those people didn't believe in that. You know, once they figured this is what they were going to do, they was going to do it for life. And I mean anybody that thought to be married. Because again, it was a solid notion to say, here, this is what I'm doing. This is who I want to be with. This is who I'm going to maintain a life and a foundation with. Commitment. That's the reason why there was a lot of strong factors when it came to strong family dynamics. These people knew how to communicate. And even when things still wasn't on the up and up, they remembered to keep the balance. They made it almost a financial institution as far as marriage, because look, you got to pay a lawyer, prime example, to process or file some papers for divorce. You got to go through courts. You got to go through all this extra shit, right? That's an institution. It's an institution, whether you look at it or not. I've always believed, again, you need to know what you're jumping into before you just jump into it. Yeah, everything can be seeming good from certain visual standpoints, but you got to remember to trust your gut more than anything. No doubt. Appreciate you, Lee. Appreciate you. When you know exactly what you're investing in and you know you made the right investments, never let those investments squander or collapse. You got to be wise. Again, communication should never die down or cease to exist, no matter how you played the game. If you've been with somebody long enough and it's to that point, you should pretty much have that conversation on where you're going from there. Having options, yeah, you should always have an option. You have the option to decide if you want to spend or waste any time on somebody, or if that's going to be your time to keep moving and keep, living life until that person does come into existence. But again, you got to remember this part. When you do decide to finally jump that broom, that should be not just a life changing moment and a celebratory moment, but that should also remain as one of the best memories within your existence. Word, what's going on, my guy? I've always felt you choose the right option, and if that option has played out to every bit of it, and you basically made a solid decision. You pushed the ball forward. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a reason why, again, you have certain issues when you got divorced intact, basically. Because if the sole factor is what I'm gonna get from if that happens, you know, sow some dark seeds, basically. Chef, what's going on, my guy? It causes some real dark seeds. But what I'm gonna get out of this? What I'm gonna get out of this? There's kids involved. What do they get out of all of that? You know what they get? They get confusion. They definitely get a little bit of heartache. Shoot, even some resentment. In certain cases, there has been resentment. Why? Because 9 out of 10 wasn't the father's fault. And when it was the father's fault, hey, they was able to witness and identify whatever. So, okay, when it comes to certain situations of that magnitude, I believe nobody should have to worry about any form of abuse. And I meant that. If you're going to be married to somebody, you need to make sure that they are not going to be on the physical with you. What it look like me and you fighting each other when we supposed to be uniting each other and lifting each other up. I don't get no browning points. Prime example: being in any form of abusive relationship, just like anybody else would. Because who want to go through all of that? You want to be loving on somebody and not fighting on somebody. It's pointless. But for some people, that toxic shit is what drives a lot of people. I don't know why, but I've seen this happen where you think it should have just, you know, let's just call it a day. Like this should be the last straw for anything. Nah, got some people that will still tolerate that because that's just shit that they used to, shit that they love. And it's crazy. The mindset to say I'm just going to settle for, or I'm gonna dumb myself down too. Nah, shouldn't be that way. Marriage is not an institute again. Marriage is supposed to be unification of two people who love and care for each other deeply and are willing to make the ultimate sacrifices just to keep that going. They found basically the yin to the yang, right? One thing I can tell a lot of y'all again, you don't let the world or the views and anything else along those lines dictate or shape how you decide to move. Even when you do decide you're going to jump the boat. Before you get to that point again, before you even think about that commitment, even if it's just an engagement process, y'all still better have a deep, solid talk about what you expect and where you want to go from here. Are we still going to be able to keep everything focused and intact, even when we go through our roughest of storms, our roughest of patches, right? You need to make sure that that person A is not going to flake on you or just decide to up and run the gun on you. And you need to make sure that they are not going to do anything that would be detrimental or harmful to either side. And I'll be honest with you. Again, building bonds, having memories with a person, it solely, it solely lies on where you want to take things. Not gonna lie, you're gonna sit here and have your moments of doubt. Some people would doubt, like, does this person really want to be with me for me, or is it just, is there a catch? Again, the reason why I say follow your gut and follow what your spirit is telling you is because 9 out of 10 is going to lead you to the right answer. But if you don't want to have any forms of doubt about a person that you're going to be placing in your life forever, you need to be doing all the necessary research you can do, observations that you can do. There's no need to play guessing games. I shouldn't have to guess, prime example, if I'm going to be safe with you or if I'm going to have some form of downfall because of it. I was saying certain instances for the fellas, you really have to know what it is you're seeking, and then you actually seek it. You can't just be going for the gusto just because of the looks. And vice versa. Ladies, you gotta understand too. Everybody gonna be the same. It is solely about what your preference is. And again, even if you find somebody that damn near checks off everything on the list, she already know where you're going from there. No doubt, serious. Be safe on that road, baby. Again, the dynamics. I think those dynamics could be back at a strong hold. But again, it's up to the people. Again, what do I deem as safe? I want to make sure that if I'm going to be safe with somebody and I'm going to do the utmost for that person, that again, they don't bail on me when it's time to bail and all that other shit. Supposed to. I done gave you a couple stories and situations on why I feel it's important. Like I said before with that doctor, know, that's a strong lesson for a lot of men right there too. Because even if you at a top position, you could be at the top of your mountain wherever you don't. You gotta make sure that the woman that you got in your side and in your corner is gonna stay in your corner and not up jump shit just because of health issues or anything else along those lines. Because everybody's gonna have health scares and health issues. I don't give a damn who you are. It's about who stays again. That'd be like if I'm married and something does happen to my wife. Am I supposed to up and leave her and jump ship? Or no, I'm supposed to hold it down. I'm supposed to hold the fort down regardless. I want to take on whatever burdens need to be taken on until I know she's either healthy or until, anything else is. That should be the mindset for a lot of you young men out there right now, at least. There's some of y'all that should be thinking about your future. So while you young and dumb, yeah, you'll learn some things. But at a certain point, you ain't gonna want to be young and dumb no more. Ladies, y'all gotta know your value as well too, and know what you want. Told you I'm gonna call it down the middle when it comes to these type of combos, because again, breaking it down like how we supposed to. Really got to get down to the smallest levels of everything, because they be smallest miscommunications in life that causes the biggest chaos. And I honestly feel nobody should ever be left in the dust, especially during times of real severe health crisis and so on and so forth. You got to remember, right? And those vows that y'all supposed to be taking as husband and wife, right? What does it do say? Sick as hell, right? Death do you part. So, hey, they go hand in hand. Being logical. I'm not going to sit here and basically sign a soul contract, basically. I'm giving my soul to somebody else for the rest of my life. I'm not going to sign no contract and then breach contract. That's just not the way it's going to happen. And like I was saying about this being an institute when it comes to marriage, yes, it is an institute. But in the same token, it's never that way. Only contract bonding was you, your peace of mind, and your soul. So if you thought you really found your soulmate, you was basically gonna ride it out until either one of y'all going or both of you going. Know what you're jumping into before you jump into it. Again, always give yourself some form of mental clarity and space. If you are getting married for all the right reasons, prime example, or you believe you are, because you might have found that person. And again, make sure you solid within yourself so you can be solid for that person. Fellas, you got to be solid within yourself, confident within yourself in order to keep everything where you need to keep it at. It's not about bravado, none of that. It's just about having common knowledge to say, this is what I asked for. So I might as well just do what's necessary and keep that balance going. When it comes to certain situations, I'll tell you this right now. There are some men who are feeling that pain from that divorce, especially those ones who really thought they had something. It's a sad moment for them. But nonetheless, it shouldn't be a repeated pattern. Know what you're doing and the person you're doing things with. They got to know them on the in and out. And the minute that either one feels, hey, y'all married, right? Sit down and have a talk. And again, figure out how you're going to eliminate the problem and the stresses, and then you move from there. For some people, it should feel great and grand, right? For others, they take it for granted. The ones that take it for granted, at some point, they end up feeling it. They end up feeling it because, you know, it might feel like it's too late. In all actuality, it's just a feeling. Because, granted, you might have missed out on one, maybe two opportunities, but that don't mean opportunities and they're going to end anytime soon. Endless opportunities to keep yourself motivated to go. But again, you got to solely know what the hell you want. Don't say you want this, but then you second guessing it. On both angles, I would say some of y'all need to really let your guards down when it comes to certain situations. And not let your guards down with everybody, but let your guards down with somebody that you really are trying to move forward with. Too bullheaded and too strong people that just don't know when to reason and compromise. That's straight disaster right there. When you learn to communicate on all levels and you're aware of what's needed, you pretty much tend to keep the natural order. Because again, it seems like some people don't require much for happiness on both ends. Some men don't want much and don't require much. The same thing with the women. Again, it's solely about finding what best suits you. Not gonna lie, the minute you stop talking and discussing things, or the minute you keep things from people, that becomes the problem. So again, for even you newlywed couples, remember what you solely got into the marriage for. On both ends, both felt like you're in this marriage for the long haul. You found your true love. Now it's time for you to spend the rest of your life with them. Baby. You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Apologies, I sound so droopy today. Yeah, I'm still good. Don't get it twisted. It's just been a long couple days stretch of work, but we survived. Damn it. But this is what I'm saying though. Both ends, if you know what you are solely going in for, make the best of it. Make every moment count. Like I said, time don't waste. You can't waste time. You can't slow down time. Only thing you can do is progress within time. Keep in tune with yourself. Keep in tune with your significant other. You both keep in tune with each other. Pretty much keep everything open. BMF, you still ain't got my scratch off tickets, right? Yeah, you ain't got my scratch off tickets. I'm gonna leave you alone right now. As a matter of fact, no. James, close the door and set the grill on fire. Baby Rufus, you know what to do. Come in here with that, son. I'm coming here with that. Nah, happy Manic Monday to everybody. Those in the shadows watching, you already know what it is. But nah, don't mind me. I'm still trying to wake up too. I sound like I need 15 more hours of sleep, but that's impossible, son. DDD, baby. What's going on, sis? Hope all well with you. James got the grill ready. And for those that might be on the road, definitely tuning in. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. Keep your eyes on the road. And I appreciate y'all definitely. Yeah, but you know, just something that really should be thought about. Oh, we had one? Oh, we had one? Oh, troll drop. Hmm. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give them this troll drop because that's what they probably thinking about in they scalp piece right now. So I'm gonna feed them what they want right now. Yeah, let me take off this little sound real quick. You know, I ain't worried about these niggas. You know what I thought about too? Every time that person still come in here being stupid, you really are learning something, but you just don't put it into your own life. So, you obviously either had some form of a failed marriage, a fucked up background, home life. Shit, you probably was either on the streets, or if not, you probably been a victim of something. Hence why you keep being foolish. I know how to deal with people like you. See, I ain't even noticed that. See, that was too good right there, serious. Hold on. My fault. I got to give you the best troll drop right now. Hold on. Get him. There you go. There you go. Oh no, I know. And my facts hit different too. And my knowledge hit different too. Like I said, these first of the month and 15th of the month trolls always come in here with the same bullshit. But you can't negate the facts. Like I said, that person probably either had a failed marriage, probably still in a failed marriage, or again, lonely, miserable, and need a vibrator and just need to go on about their business. But I'm here to tell you that regardless of what you might think, I'm still gonna be here. You still gonna be. Never mind. Let me not say that word today. You just want me to try to get clapped. Together, baby. Davis, I know. I don't pay these fools no mind. That truth and that knowledge is always gonna hit different to somebody that ain't never had none. They only just add a little value of entertainment. That's it. That's it. But other than that, what I said was not far from the truth. If you ain't married yet and you plan on getting married, or if that's your goal at some point in life, you want to make sure that person that you're getting married to is going to stay on the up and up and stay committed no matter what. You know, the most important thing to remember. Can't let the world views, family views, personal views, or anything else along those lines stop whatever happiness you might be placing within your realm. And again, if that person is solid inside and out, y'all can have all the deep talks and conversations, and everything still stays open, everything still remains intact. Pretty much know what you're getting in the long haul for. So keep that on the up and up. It is solely up to you, though. Yeah, you know how that go. Davis, you know how that go. That's why I always say, mind you, I already know what y'all doing. Shoot. Sometimes I don't even be peeping that. What I do peep is a cry for help for some of these people. So yeah, hopefully one of these lives at some point resonates with you. So you can focus on your life and don't focus on mine. Nonetheless, though, there's truth to that value. You don't want to be with somebody that's going to bail on you. You definitely don't want to be with somebody that's going to just not love you at all. Don't gain that false sense of love, not for a moment. Nah, Davis, you good. Pass that though. Pass that though, son. You already know it. James, I ain't messing with you, man. Yeah, like I said, misery loves company. Too bad I ain't miserable. So I might sound miserable. I'm tired as all hell. But when you work, you pretty much know what that means, especially that good old third shift. So yeah. The reason why I say that men and women really should be open and honest, especially if you all want to cross that threshold, is because honestly, you should want to be really in the best state of mind. Not everything is going to be perfect, but it will get worse and it will progressively die if you don't keep that communication wall open. That loyalty factor, a must. David's passing that steamed broccoli. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Again, you solely are responsible for what you place in your life, even if you do decide to get married. So, do you want misery? Do you want happiness? If you want happiness, you got to make sure that that person you with is compatible in different ways. And again, also just standing firm and keeping everything together. Again, know what you're getting into. There's something else I was going to cover today, too. Yeah, I'm going to cover that tomorrow. Definitely cover that tomorrow. That's not a today topic. Not a today topic. But you want to be able to say that when you made that decision, you was happy, comfortable, and you was right about it. Oh, and also that spur of the moment marriage. Mm. Don't get married because you feel you're being rushed or that it has to be rushed. In order for you to execute something great, because even a marriage right there is a great moment. It solidifies love. Don't let the love of certain things in the world cloud, damage, or even destroy everything you got going right now in the realm of a good marriage. Don't allow certain voices to get too big. And in certain instances, keep everything within the home. Again, not everybody has to know what's going on with you. The most they should know about you is that you're safe, you're both well balanced, and again, you both love each other. There's some people who never experience that. That's because they wasn't here long enough to experience that. You have to remember that part too. There's some people who might not ever get that form and opportunity you're gaining right now. Don't take that for granted. Marriage is not a game, it's a love commitment. Popcorn, what's going on, my guy? For better or for worse, that's what it means. Either one of us is at our worst moments, still supposed to ride it out. If you really aren't up for it, trying to make sure they ain't coming down this way. You know, it's not the city if you don't get one of these during the day. Yeah, they coming down this way. I know it. They're kind of quiet though, James. So I'm assuming little Rufus ain't do nothing today. Nope, I lied. Hey, hey. Ladies, know exactly what it is you're looking for and then go for it. Fellas, the same thing. You want somebody who's gonna give you the utmost love, honor, respect, and loyalty. If that person fits the bill, you already know what it is. And you continue to fight, keep everything intact. Fellas, don't lose your marriages and your homes and a portion of your life because of temptation and just ill decisions. Those decisions a lot of times will be costly. Vice versa with you ladies. Don't rip open that dynamic of the household just because of emotions. And if you feel you're not ready, then you don't do nothing until you are ready. Again, you shouldn't feel forced to walk down the aisle. And you shouldn't just walk down an aisle with somebody you're not really not trusted or not trustworthy. I ain't messing with you, James. See, look, we taking your babysitting license, man. Times. Serious, we gonna have to take baby Rufus somewhere. Red Shirt is no longer in charge of the showing and grilling daycare services. Man, you got me upset right. All in all, though, today, this is just something like a comeback. Always got to remember the most important thing outside of safety when you are going to jump that broom is, again, mental stability. Since you both going to be committed to each other, you both have to keep each other's mental health in the best of orders. Because everybody suffers because everybody goes through something different in life. Can't never forget that part. We are human. We are not robots. There are some things we are going to have to express and let out. And that's on both ends. Ladies, when you're not happy with your men or when you're not happy with your husband, you need to let that be known. But again, it's a way of how you bring it. Same thing with your men again. Feel your lady is not doing something that was keeping everything in. You sit down and talk with them. Again, it's about how you both bring the conversation to each other. You both have to be calm, cool, and level headed before anything. And you definitely want to make sure you both are in control of that emotional state because you don't want to say or do things that could actually progress something to become a divorce. Can't play Russian roulette when it comes to spending life with somebody. Before you even do that or shoot yourself in the foot, you want to make sure you got all your bases covered. Who you are as a person, what you need and what you require. And when you do have that, keep that in strongest regards. Again, don't do anything because you feel you have to do it. Do it because you need to do it. If you're not going to be solid with the person you plan on spending life with, then maybe it's something you need to go back to the drawing board and rethink before you do decide to do anything. Before I do get up out of here, take the time to give all the birthday shout outs to all the birthday babies this week and the ones who celebrated over the weekend. We didn't forget about you. We didn't forget about you. Hopefully, y'all keeping yourself safe. enjoying your week. If you got plans for the weekend, hopefully everything goes according to plan. Make sure you keep building the great and the best possible memories for life. Hey, get ready for another year of lessons, blessings. Remember, try to keep your stresses to a minimum. I know I'm gonna get an email later, but you know this. Like I said, these is for entertainment purposes anyway. But yeah, do appreciate y'all. I'm about to start busting down this lunch. Something light, something simple today. I'm gonna revisit this though. And I definitely feel that these talks do get somewhere. Even when you got ignorance, right? Remember this. It ain't about the ignorance at hand or around it. Sole purpose, and I'm gonna say woke purpose, basically. It's just to remember there's certain things that will always keep your life in balance. Don't lose them just because of how the world is shaped right now. You go with your gut instincts. You keep progressively making whatever decisions you need to make in life. And when you find somebody to share that with, hey, you know what you got to do. Because regardless to what, yeah, we all need somebody. That notion of saying I don't need, let's get out of that. We all need something in life. And we all need someone in life. You know? But yeah, I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in. I ain't forget about you. I ain't forget about you.
Now, before we start to turn it out, you must first begin to breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Now drop, now drop, now drop, now drop. Breathe in, breathe out.
Big facts, James. For those who might be in areas where there still might be a heat wave going on, keep yourself cool and hydrated. And hey, if your health is not feeling up to par, not hesitate to take yourself in and get examined. For those follow me on Clapper, I will definitely see y'all tonight at 7. Hopefully somebody did get something out of this today. No, I'm gonna try to keep y'all on. But all in all, this is a good talk. Again, ladies, know what you really need, what you're seeking. Then you take it in and receive it. Fellas, same thing. This is the woman of your dreams, or if you say this is the woman of your dreams, then show her what you mean by it. Stand firm. Keep your head in the game. And never lose focus on the most important things. If you don't want certain things yanked out your life, you need to take control of it. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. I ain't gonna hold y'all much longer. Y'all enjoy the rest of your afternoons, evenings, and happy Taco Tuesday to all the future babies. I still need my lottery numbers today for tomorrow, so holla at your boy. Holla at you. Yeah. Appreciate everybody that's been a part of the build, still becoming a part of the build, and that's what we're gonna keep doing. Let me get up out of here. Oh, come over here, Dimba. See, James, now the name done got stuck now. Come on, Dimba, get up out of here. Come on, Dimba. You hear the man child over here. Go on, Dimba. So we make you YouTube famous. Get out of here. But again, for those on Clapper, I'll see y'all at 7, definitely. Always a pleasure to bring something to the people. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. Everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love, and it'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I do is give you real. That's all I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. Here you go, come jumping out the shadows. Word, don't worry, don't worry. I can't let you go out like that, so don't worry. Don't worry. Oh wait, maybe this person was better. Outside with the demons, Beyonce almost made me drown, but I'm free, man. I had to lose to win. Then I told myself I never lose. Or maybe it was this one. No. I told y'all months ago, take the damn device. Ain't none of y'all listen. So now all of y'all gotta take this. All of y'all gotta take this. There's more coming. And there's more coming. And there's more coming. My bad for the sinister laugh. My bad, y'all. Oh shit, I'm gonna have fun with this one. Don't encourage the madness. I see y'all over here laughing. Didi, you know better. See, I be trying to let you live, sis, but nah. You gotta take this too. Come on now. It's your fault. Told y'all ass months ago. Told all of y'all months ago, get this away from me. You didn't listen. The word, you should have knew better. Come on, so you supposed to be my brother. Sit there and let your brother go out like that, son? Come on, man. Come on. Nah, but you know you always got to get a good laugh over here. Yeah. Oh, and for the person that came in here trying to troll, you should learn something from looking within the chat and learn that you need to do that laugh. Laugh. Something you don't know nothing about. In my Mike Epps voice. Something you don't know nothing about. Come on, David. You know how we do it over here. Come on now. Got time to be playing around with misery. No time to be playing around with that BS. But I do got time to be petty. One more again, y'all. One more again. I got time to be this petty too, for real. Nah, the rest of y'all enjoy y'all evenings though. Like I said, Clapper fam, I definitely see y'all. Man, listen. I know you been here for the last hour, but you want to jump out the shadows because you got hit with the pink purse, didn't you? I thought that shit was red for a minute, but told you. Since y'all don't want to take responsibility, you're gonna have to learn to take responsibility. Nolly, what's going on, baby? Papa Will, what's going on? Ah, shit. But now everybody up in here now. Y'all missed all the good fun, little fun factors of everything. But I feel like cutting up now for a minute. I feel like cutting up for a minute. Yeah. But again, hopefully somebody did get something out of it. I mean, let's be real. You don't want to waste time if you know you don't got time to waste. Never know again when your punch out date is, but you want to at least make sure you done spent a majority of your memory and time with somebody that was worth it, not somebody that's going to up and abandon you or somebody that's just going to change up on you. Worst factors of it all. I mean, again, when you are given the best solid advice, what you want? My peace is supposed to be what it is, right? Peace. I shouldn't have to worry about stress, and certain stresses will cause unnecessary and unwanted health issues or scares. There are people who are damn near have strokes because, if not heart attacks, because of the consistency of arguments, complaining, so on and so forth. It's not a good look. And especially if you think somebody is already suffering with some form of illness, if you plan on being with them, the worst thing you can do is progress that form of issue. Sorry, you won't feel the hurt. Stress on the brain, stress on the heart, it does something to you. I ain't messing with you. Man, they done got you where they done got you. She done got you, son. See, look, damn, son. See, the reason why I told y'all to take my damn advice, right? Told y'all to take my advice for this reason right here. Especially on certain days, I ain't. Yeah, it will. That's why I said it's best to try to laugh even when you can't laugh or when it's hard to laugh. The minute you allow too much stress, not just within the world, but the day-to-day stresses you're not in control of become a factor, you lose out on everything. Again, the levels of communication should always be open. But again, you young men and women who are jumping the gun, make sure you doing what's necessary for your significant other. Keep your mental states intact and keep focusing on the bigger picture, having a happy, healthy existence with the person you love. It don't get no better than that. If you think it does, please prove me wrong. There's some people right now who are getting into a certain stage in life where they don't miss the part of things that they really are now seeing that they wanted. Never allow certain things like a career or anything to be your sole focus in life. Because when you finally do get the chance to sit down and do whatever from a back end situation, you won't realize half of the stuff you wanted you might not be able to get now. For some people, there's nothing wrong with adopting kids because they still want to have that if they know they can't have that. But then again, this should be a life lesson for a lot of y'all. There's certain things you shouldn't sacrifice. Sacrificing everything just for a career, that's selfish. Now, when you realize, prime example, that's just like you want to be the bachelor throughout life. When you get a certain age, man, you ain't got time to be playing around. Now, I would say the same thing for some of you women. You want to be bachelorettes all your life, right? When you realize that you're missing love, compassion, compatibility, and all of that human interaction with somebody else, sharing that moment, it hit deep. Life expectancy is not the way it used to be. And even when it is, look, it's by that grace that is happening. And even those people who have lived up into those ages at least shared it and shared a portion of their life with somebody that they actually loved and cared for, and vice versa. They were with the people that wanted them, not the people that needed them. Hey, love comes in many forms. It does. When it does come to jump in the broom with somebody, that should be a different love for real. That should be an endless love, a cherishable love. It's going to be rare to find. What some people think of love or what they perceive as love is the reasons why they think they're getting married. It's not the right reasons. That person is willing to go every day with you, being around you, bonding with you on all levels. Should love and respect that. And don't take that for granted. Can't follow your mind because your mind can play tricks on you. And you can't follow your heart because your heart can actually mislead you. Like I said, follow within. When your soul and your spirit feels right about that person, then you know to go for the gusto and keep that there. You want the love factor, not the stress factor. And again, hopefully somebody did get something out of this. Again, for those joining me on Clapper, I'll see y'all exactly at 7 o'clock. I'm gonna make sure my Wi-Fi is proper. I'm gonna also make sure that I don't have no loud interruptions. Oh yeah, for those who tuned in last night, we definitely rocked out. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. You know what? It's Monday. Yeah, I know how I'm gonna do this. I got you. I'm gonna give y'all fix today. hmm hmm For those who ain't following me, please make sure you do. But again, let me get up out of here. It's time for me to stuff my face. And again, I'll see y'all later, definitely. For those who might have just been tuning in, y'all can catch this replay, definitely. I'm gonna revisit this, and the panel will be open in case anybody want to chime in. So, but y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. And until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.